Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Bismillah. So, you should know that this dunya is a test. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna ja'alna ma fil ardi, subhanallah. Inna ja'alna ma fil ardi. In Surah Al-Mulk, also in Surah Al-Kahf. In Surah Al-Mulk, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Tabarak alladhi biyadihi al-mulk. All glory is to Him, in whose hands is all of this kingdom. Wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. And He can do anything He likes with it. Alladhi khalaqa al-mawta wal-hayat liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala. He created life and death just to test which one of you are best in your deeds. This is the essence of it. This is the core of the matter. Just to see how are you going to react? How are you going to be? وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْغَفُورُ. And He is the one who's mighty. If He wants to punish people, He can do that. If He wants to destroy everything, He can do that. وَغَفُورُ. And He's forgiving. He's kind. He's generous. He's gentle. And so if He wants to have mercy, He can do that. And so when we go through life, we have to recognize that this is all a test. And we should not get worked up in a way that we start to think bad thoughts about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or we start to think or listen to the waswasa of shaitan that brings us down. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, shaitan, لِيُحْزِنَ الَّذِينَ. His mission is to make you feel bad. This is shaitan's mission. To bring down the believers, to give them huzn, to give them depression, give them sadness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says many places in the Quran, فَلَا يَحْزُنْكَ قَوْلُمْ. Don't be afraid. Don't be sad. To Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because he used to worry, what's going to happen? All these people. He used to worry. And Allah says, don't be sad. Those of us that are going to do good, they're going to do good. Those of us that are not going to do good, they're not going to do good. Your job is only to give them warning. And this is the nature of dunya. We go through dunya, we have things that make us sad, things that make us happy. Allah says, don't be sad. You're in the hands of Allah. Trust Allah, He will take care of it. And so, in conclusion, if you forget everything I said, just remember to trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, whoever makes all of their worries one worry, Allah will take care of all their other worries. Whoever makes all their worries one worry. If you're concerned about what Allah will think of you, if you're concerned about how to please Allah, not what people think, not what's going to happen in the future, not what's going to happen, not what happened in the past, just one worry. What is Allah going to think of me? How will Allah judge me? Will Allah be pleased with me? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you have just this one worry, He will take care of all your other worries. Be it in health, be it in relationships, be it in family issues, be it in financial issues, everything else, Allah will take care of it. And so we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless every single person that has come here. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Anyone who's come here seeking something from you, Ya Allah, we ask you to grant to us whatever is good for us, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Those of us that are going through difficulties in struggling with our iman, Ya Allah, we ask you to guide us to the straight path, Ya Allah, and increase our iman, Ya Allah. We ask you to make us sincere and among those who are sincerely worshipping you, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, we ask you to guide us and our loved ones, Ya Allah. Those of us that are going through difficulties in our family affairs, Ya Allah, we ask you to place mawadda and rahmah between us, Ya Allah, and strengthen our marriages, Ya Allah. Those of us that are married, Ya Allah, we ask you to strengthen our marriages, Ya Allah. Those of us that are not married, Ya Allah, we ask you to bless us with your fadl, Ya Allah, and make it easy for us, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Those of us that are going through difficulties in our health, Ya Allah, suffering in our bodies, in our minds, or in our souls, Ya Allah, we ask you to grant us complete shifa, Ya Allah. Grant us complete recovery, Ya Allah. There is no healing except from you, Ya Allah. There is no healing, there is no recovery except from you, Ya Allah. Grant us complete and quick recovery, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Those of us that are going through suffering in their financial affairs, Ya Allah, who has fallen into debt, Ya Allah, we ask you, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, to provide for us from halal and tayyib rizq, Ya Allah. Provide us from yourself, Ya Allah, and don't make us depend on anybody except you, Ya Allah. And place the barakah in whatever you give us, Ya Allah, and make us content with whatever you give us, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. We ask you to accept this from us, Ya Allah. All the Muslims in the world that are suffering, Ya Allah, from whatever reason, Ya Allah, due to oppression or calamities in the land, Ya Allah, we ask you to grant us peace, Ya Allah. We ask you to establish the muttaqeen on the land, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. And we ask you to bring the oppressors to justice, Ya Allah. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Aqimus salah.